How you guys doing today? This is Jason with Tuna Tech, and today I'm back with yet another Wyze product. Today we're talking about something they've already got. It's existing. Here it is, the WyzeCam version 2. Now they've already got a version 1 of this, and from what it looks like on the box, I haven't opened it yet. It looks pretty familiar to the original. So let's get it opened up here and let's see what we got. Okay, so we got the WyzeCam here, version 2. Typical fashion, they have pretty typical packaging. You know, when you're an early backer of any device, you get an iBack sticker. This is an WyzeCam Pan V2. You got your quick start guide, and then you got some boxes. Now, let's see what's in the first box here. We've got a micro USB cable. That's one thing that kind of bothers me. They still don't use USB Type-C, but either way, maybe it's lower cost materials, I don't know. And a brick. So this is not battery powered, it requires power, just like version 1. And this is the camera, I'm assuming. We're gonna tear into this. Okay, so here is the camera. So you're looking at this, you have a version 1, you're wondering what in the world. So first differentiating fact is the back. The back of the version 1 does not have a W like this. And it says WyzeCam V2. So this is a version 2. What they mean by pan is this base rotates so that the camera can go 360 degrees, and the camera is on a circle and it goes up and down, so you can technically see 360 degrees. Now, what does Cam V2 have? This is got color night vision. This is something they've talked about with their version 3 of the regular mini cam. It uses a bigger sensor, which allows it to see more color at night instead of using the infrared black and white. It says it has Cam Pan version 2's Starlight CMOS sensor helps you see in ultra low light conditions. The camera is capable of seeing in color at night with very limited lighting. You can even use it to watch or even take a time lapse of the stars. If you want to check this out, I'll have a link in the description to the website. They do have some comparisons between version 1 and 2 with this new night mode. It uses pan, tilt, and zoom. Use the control panel in the Wyze app to pan and tilt the camera for a 360 degree live view. Pinch zoom the live stream, screen to zoom up to 8 times. You can adjust the rotation speed up to 110 degrees per second in the Wyze app. It has pan scan. WyzeCam Pan version 2 automatically scans its surroundings by rotating up to 4 custom waypoints. It pauses for 10 seconds at each waypoint before moving on to the next one. So in the app with this version 2, which separates it from version 1, you can set what's called as waypoints, where it'll stop at 4 different locations that you preset in the app, and it'll pause it for 10 seconds to kind of do like a scanning of your environment. It's got 1080p full HD. It does motion tracking, so if you have motion tracking on, the camera itself will actually turn to follow whatever is moving in the area. It does motion tagging, live streaming, 2-way audio. It also does 18 varieties of gray and provides clear images up to 30 feet away. It can sense motion and sound, and it even has a alarm built in where you can press it from your app and set off an alarm to the speaker built into the camera. It's got push notifications, which is pretty typical. They have like the free rolling 14-day storage, which can go up to more if you get their Cam Plus subscription. They have time lapse, which is a feature that's been on for a lot of their cameras. And it also has a micro SD card, so if you don't want to use cloud storage, you can actually use continuous recording with the micro SD card that you can put into the unit, which is on the bottom, which you can see the little slot right there for the micro SD. And then you can share it with the app. You can share the camera feed with other individuals. Like for me, I have the Wyze doorbell. I share it with my wife. That way when she's at home or away, we both can see the motion at the front door, or if we should answer the door. So I know I went over that really quickly. Here's what's interesting, and this is what the question I want answered. Do you upgrade from the version 1 to the version 2? Well, I'm going to move this out of the way here, and I'm going to leave the version 2 here. I've got a version 1 here I've been using, which I'm going to replace with this one to see if it's any better. Here is version 1. If you look at these two devices, there is very, very little difference. The camera looks identical. This has a little plastic screen I haven't taken off yet. I can peel it off here. It's got the same matching holes down at the bottom. The sides are the same. This one might be a little dirtier because it's been reused a little bit more. And then even the bottoms, you guys, the bottoms. See, look at this. Your placements of everything are still the same. Where this differs, and I'm going to go over some differences in general with that. This is just looks. If you look at the back, this is version 1. This is version 2. Version 1 has a USB port in the back. Version 2 does not. It does have the micro USB down here at the bottom, so you can have power. So here's some differences. Version 1 does not have the starlight sensor, so you will not get color night vision. This does grayscale night vision, and so does this one, but version 2 has invisible infrared LEDs, so if you ever use a night vision camera, the red LEDs usually glow so you know they're on. This one has a new technology which kind of hides that, so certain animals won't get, surprised by the color. They both do motion tracking, but version 2 does advanced prioritize to track on person. So it's quicker, it's faster, it's got a faster processor. In that regard, the version 1 has a 1.0 gigahertz processor, and version 2 has a 1.5 gigahertz processor. My biggest issue with this is a while back, Wyze released a Wyze Sense Bridge, which you use with some version 1 door sensors and motion sensors, which they have never sold in probably over a year, and the consensus is they have discontinued them and to push people onto their monthly security service, which doesn't require the bridge. The bridge plugs into the back of the camera here. This is a version 1 of the Pan, so it has it. Version 1 and version 2 of the regular minicam has this. All the version 3 of the minicam and the version 2 of the Wyze Pan eliminate the bridge. So in my opinion, it sounds like they're going to be getting rid of that and discontinuing those products. Wyze, if you're listening, please do not do that, or give us another option, because I use those sensors for lights and I don't want to have to pay $5 a month just to schedule some lights to turn on when there's motion. Also, I use the door sensors to know when certain doors are open and closed. So you guys, this one, they're both about the same. There's small differences in the sensor. I am a big Wyze fan in general, so I'm going to give the two, I'm going to put it in a spot that doesn't use the Sense Bridge. That goes into the USB port here in the back, and we'll see how it goes. But that's been a quick unboxing and quick overview of the the Wyze Pan version 2. This is Tuna Tech. Catch you next time.